How much of any of these is just unintelligent cops? To what extent? I mean, the guy didn't, he drove right up on the kid. These are just stupid mistakes.
Well, that cop seems to have had some real problems, but you don't get cops. There's a bigger breakdown. If cops who are that dumb are getting out there.
I'm telling you,
I've read for us.
I've read reports. I gotta find them. I read things where if you place too high on those tests and your IQ is too high, you will not get hired to be a police officer. I'm being serious. It's not even.
Really?
Yes.
What do they just say? Go get a real job.
You may
or
not
some other job?
take. You may not take instruction.
Yes, you might. Think for yourself.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a test though for IQ. I mean, IQ is a weird way of measuring that. There's probably other things that they test for in terms of personality, independent decision making.
But I should note that in many instances, it's not just the NYPD cop union. Cops unions are not obviously. I am very supportive of the notion of collective bargaining, but there is some inherent problems with police unions insofar as that they, there's this, and I don't know if it's a function of unions or just the whatever they call it, the blue wall, right? That cops protect cops. And
the thin blue line.
Is it the thin blue line? And it
like
is
the movie.
Yeah, and it is. Unions are institutions in which that is institutionalized, but it would exist anyways, right? I mean, that's the thing is that that just ends up being the apparatus for, I think, an inclination that's there regardless.
I think the thin blue line is what they say. It's
Yeah,
separating.
I found it. It's a court case from 2000 where a judge in the Court of Appeals of New York upheld the lower court's decision that the police could discriminate against you for scoring too high in an IQ test to join the force. And it was because a man took the test, got a really high score, and he was turned down for the job because of the high score on the test.
Whoa. Who let the rocket scientist in here? Why don't you go study astrophysics or something?
Excuse me, mister. We should go up the stairs with lights on and maybe use our flashlights so we don't shoot anybody.
Flashlight? Ooh, sorry, Mr. Brainiac. How about you're not hired for the Force?
Hey, Lex Luthor, how did you come out of your secret veil, your secret hideout?
Look who's fancy wants to park a block away to see if it's a real gun. No, just drive up.
You want to tell me not to speed up on that kid with your little Stephen Hawking voice box or something you got on you?
In the specific case, the man who was turned down for the job scored a 33 on the test, which is the equivalent of an IQ of 125. But the police decided to only interview candidates who scored a 20 to 27 on the test. And the national average score for police officers is 21 to 22, which is the equivalent of an IQ of 104, just a little bit above average.